What's up, guys? Welcome back to your JavaScript series brought to you by Code to Creativity. In case you just skip the first episode and bump into this one, I still remain Tony Cletus, your instructor. Alright, so in this episode 23, we're going to be looking at string methods. And you know there are a lot of string methods in JavaScript. We'll be able to cover the most commonly used ones, or the commonly used ones. We'll be able to cover them up in this episode, and it's gonna be fun. Alright, before then, I want to show you guys or introduce you guys to this property commonly used in JavaScript, the length property. I almost forgot that. It is mostly used when you are going to deal with the for loop or the while loop, or when you are going to iterate through strings. And I will show you guys how to use the length property here. Alright, so basically what the length property allows us to do is to simply know the length of a string, like in numbers, you understand? For example, if you have a variable str and I'm just gonna set this to a string. I love Lagos. Alright, for those of you who don't know Lagos is the most industrious state in Nigeria here. Yeah, let me say that. Alright, okay, now we have a string, I love Lagos. We want to know the length of this string. So how do we know the length of this string? In order to do that, what we'll just do is, let me just quickly set this to another variable, the length, and you just simply say str.length. Append this to the keyword length, you understand? And that's just it. So what we'll just do now is to console.log this on the screen, on our console, the length. If we refresh this in our console by our right, you see we have 12. So basically we have 12 characters in this string, you understand? And I think that's the best definition for it. 12 characters in this string. So if you count now, including the space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 characters in this string. What the length property actually does for us is to calculate or know the number of characters in a string, and that is just it. Alright, so that is just what I want to show you guys about length property. I'll just comment that. And another thing again, don't go about writing a string like this. Maybe you want to console a string or document or write a string out on the DOM, and you want to just put them in a list, you understand? Don't go about writing them like this. If you must do this, then you have to use the same escape characters that we've treated. So you can just use the escape character by just introducing the backward slash, and come down here, introduce the backward slash. If you save this now, and probably I'll just remove this console, I'll just refresh this, and you see we have be nice, stay hungry, stay foolish, you understand? If you remove this backward slash and you save this and you refresh, you see you won't have anything here, you have an error. So don't go about doing that. Alright, so that's it for this one. There are just some key things you have to put in your score when you are dealing with strings. Let's go into the business that brought us here, which is the string methods. The first set of strings I want us to deal with here is the string path extractors. And these are the string path extractors, as you can see. Okay, let me just back this place later. Let me just clear this off. Okay, so these are the string path extractors. As you can see, you will see how we'll demonstrate them, we'll make use of them in this tutorial. The first one we're going to be dealing with is the slice. Okay, so I'll just go back to my console because I'll be putting the result on the console. Okay, supposing we have a variable, we define a variable and it's holding 3 words: Mac, Linux, and Windows. And you know these are the 3 major operating systems that are booming in the market now. So first of all, we'll use the slice method. And what the slice method simply does for us is to extract a character or a word beginning from where you indicate the start to where you indicate the end, you understand? Let's just declare a variable slicer. I'll just call this slicer, and we'll just say str, and as we did in the number method, you append it to the slice method. You append the variable to the slice method, and it's going to hold 2 parameters like we said, the start and the end. For example, let's say we want to cut out Windows from here. So just type 12 to 19, I guess. So the end is 19. So 12, 19. We'll just console.log slicer on the screen. So console.log slicer on the screen. And once we refresh this here, you see we have Windows. I don't know if you can see this. This is Windows. Just cut out Windows on the screen. And basically this is how to use the slicer method, you understand. The next type of method we are going to be using is the substring method, or let's do with the substr method. For the substr method, which basically begin with the start from where you want to cut out and the length, that's the number of characters you wanted to extract from the string. For example, let's say, okay, I'll just go here and I'll just define that. So I'll say sub is equal to str.substr, and okay, it's going to hold two parameters. The first is where you want to start from. In the case of this one now, let's say we want to start from Linux, you understand? We just want to extract Linux out of this place. And remember, in computer science, we don't count from 1, we count from 0. So if you want to count from the mark M, you start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And Linux L is the 5th character here. So we'll cut from the 5th character and we are going to cut 5 characters from here. First of all, we'll indicate character I want to cut from. So I'll just type in 5 here, and we want to cut out 5 characters upward. I'll just indicate 5 there. I'll just come down here and do console.log this variable here holding the substr. Okay, so if we save this now and we refresh this in the console, you see we have, sorry, let me just do this again. We have Windows first and Linux. The first method cut out window, and the second method, this is the one we did just now, just cut out Linux. The third method we are going to be dealing with, which basically does or perform the same function as the slice method. Let's say we'll declare another variable sub x, and we'll say str, so append it with this. So let me just call this out. Append it with the method substring, and this one also you indicate from where you want to cut from, the start and probably the end of the character you want to cut from. So we can just say we want to cut out from 12 to 15, you understand? Guess what this is going to bring? I'll just console.log this out on the screen. So if you save this now and let me clear the console again, and we'll do Ctrl R, or let me just refresh here. First of all, we have Windows, Linux and Win, you understand? What this third method basically did for us was to start the extraction from the W character and it ended in the N character. So it's from 12 to 15, you understand? This is basically how to use the string methods that deals with extraction, you know, part extraction. It's very, very important you have to know this very well on how to manipulate them, because you use them to manipulate strings. It's very, very important. I think we are done with the string part extractors and types. 2 more methods and we'll go. And the one I'm going to introduce is the index of method and the search method. Alright, so let's have a variable, like another example. Sorry, let me just go down a little bit. Var str. Remember, I just commented this out. That means JavaScript should overlook this. Is equal to, let me say, to a string find Hugo in the hole. Now, the index of method, it returns the position of the first occurrence of a specified text in a string. And what do I mean by that? Okay, let's say we have a variable pos, which stands for position. Variable pos is equal to str, and we append it to the index of method. Remember, the O character beginning the of word begins with a capital letter. Don't forget that. Give the parentheses. So it's going to hold just one parameter or one argument. We want to get the position of Hugo in this string. So, and this is Hugo. So we want to get where did Hugo start from, as in the first character H. What number in the string did it start from? So I'll just type in Hugo. I'm going to console.log posts on the screen. If we save this now and I clear my console and we refresh this, you see, so we have 5. That means the word Hugo started or began from the 5th position. So if you count from F, from 0, so say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. H started from the position 5. So that is why you see 5 indicated there. You can also use JavaScript to search a word in a string, and that is when the search method comes in. Let's say we have another variable, so we are going to make use of this same example, the find Hugo in the hole. Let's say we have another variable find, and we are going to append it, the str, to the search method. We are going to search for the hole. what we'll just do now is to console.log find in the console rather. So if we save this now and I clear this off again and I refresh, you see the position of whole started from 17. So you see 17 is here. Remember, the 5 here is for the index of example. Search method example just gave us 17. So if you count from elf, which I can't do now because it will take my time. So if you count from elf to h, you discover that the position of the h, which is the first character of the whole, began from 17. And this is basically how to find a character or a word in a string using the search method. Alright, and I think basically we have covered the most common string methods that we have in JavaScript, and you will be getting yourself conversant with them as you code along the way, and you know how to use them very well. So just play along with them. There are many things you can do with it, and as you keep playing with it, a serious project or in a hackathon anywhere, you discover that these little ideas start coming in, and you will know how to make use of them to make your program work effectively. In our next episode, we'll be dealing with one of the most important concepts in JavaScript, which is called the array. It's very, very important, so don't miss out that episode. And thank you guys for watching this video. If you really learned something from this video, please click on that like button below and make sure you subscribe.